One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that is another first down for the offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical.
There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Running free. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. 2nd and goal for this offense. I'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashley really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, They think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, he didn't start the season. Game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashley in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version.
Lots of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The hand to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Shoots it to the left. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Unleashes one deep. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brenson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Bears the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Back to pass, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maryland. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
White 53. White 53.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Harden. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Mustangs!
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. One more snap coming before halftime. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Hand off to the lone back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide open downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Pocket breaking down. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making it work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Got a man, it's Harden. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. all the way back to the 15. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lyle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Lyle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Miami! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the catch, it's Hudson. At the 35, he's loose. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulls it in, it's Harden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Under fire! And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. To throw, it's Jennings. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3.
Continues to fight for yards. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Harden. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
To the air. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Good enough for
Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. To the air, it's back. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Just plowing ahead. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Timeout.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's back. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, Dave. It's just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Punch the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up. Let's go.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.